House, Andrew David Bjork, Anne Marie Gandel,
Mary Catherine Blank, Casey Lynn McCarthy, Avery Lee Blue, Nicole E. McDevitt, Karen K. Lukowski,
Taylor Lee McGorry, Christian Jared Book, Robert P. Brawl,
Jeffrey V. Foreman, Shannon A. McGurk, Rachel A. Burrow, Jennifer E. McKenna, Jared R. Bosco,
Morgan K. McKenzie, Matthew David Brewer, Harlan S. McCown,
Matthew D. Boyer, Laura Elizabeth Walden McCann, Julian M. Bradshaw, Kristen Ross,
Ryan
Ashley M. Brum, Thomas Cole Snow, John M. Guda, Emily M. Solomon,
Tyler George Gunther, Speller,
Sarah E. Gustafson,
Jennifer
Stanton, Robert Charles Hartman,
Lindsay Sterry,
Rebecca S. Hardy,
Brandon T. Stellis,
Joshua R. Harrison, Elena Therese Stein,
Harvey,
Gretchen P. Stockhausen, Graham Matthew Hayden,
Kylie E. Streeter,
Good evening again. You were very fortunate because the weather has smiled upon us. I don't know if you feel very fortunate that I'm going to speak to you, but nonetheless, I would be remiss if I did not do so. But I promise it will be an abbreviated version. 4 years ago, we entered this school together. I was a new principal, and you were a young freshman. Over the past 4 years, your teachers and I have watched you grow intellectually and emotionally. We have watched you achieve many of your personal goals. We have watched you come together as a class and support one another like I have never seen before. We have watched your class excel in all academic and extracurricular areas. Our band marched in the Rose Bowl. Our choir won countless awards in Washington. Our theater program put on shows worthy of Broadway. Our artists demonstrated their extraordinary talents during the Living Arts Show. Our robotics and envirothon teams met with tremendous success. Our athletic teams won 7 Chessmont championships and a district title. Your class, without question, has proven to be the highest performing class in the history of Downingtown High School East Campus. Over 30% of the student body has received a scholarship, either academic or athletic. Your class, without question, has had more school spirit than I have ever witnessed in a high school. And your class, without question, is one that I have been extraordinarily proud to serve as their principal. If I could make one wish for all of the graduates here tonight, it would be to develop a passion for life and continue to nurture and pursue that passion. And I believe this passion begins with having a positive attitude about the future. And with graduates like you, we certainly have a positive future. So I want to thank each and every graduate for all you have done for our school and our community. Thank you.
To be here this evening. As a school board member and school board in general, we have the privilege of watching you all grow from the sidelines. We have witnessed your accomplishments applauded your achievements, and celebrated the victories, both large and small, that have made this class of 2011 truly remarkable. You're an extraordinary group. You have left an indelible addition to the legacy of excellence, achievement, and tradition at Downingtown. The theme this evening is attitude, and how you can alter your life by altering your attitude. I have only 2 pieces to leave you with. Remember when you were getting on your parents' last nerve, and your mother said, "You better change your attitude"? Who knew she was right? You know, my kids did it to me all the time. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. It's 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to it. And the really remarkable thing is that you have a choice each and every day regarding the attitude you embrace for that day. I'm going to leave you with one quote. A positive attitude may not solve all your problems, but it will annoy enough people to make it worth the effort. Congratulations, class of 2011.
Good evening, class of 2011. The Breakfast Club will tell you that high school is full of unhappy teens struggling to understand themselves. Mean Girls shows you a bunch of backstabbing friends who are willing to go to any means to climb the social ladder. And Glee will describe high school as a place where finding your passion is the ultimate goal.
Now, unlike these movies and shows, we cannot stand here and offer you an anecdote for what high school meant, because it meant something different for each and every one of us. People would tell you that high school is the end of the best, or the beginning of the real world, but ultimately it's just one more scene in the great movie that is life. Whether high school was a take that will eventually be forgotten as a deleted scene, be mocked as a blooper, or will be the climax of your story, everyone's tale is worthy of an Oscar.
Our time spent here has been valuable in studying our emotions and journey. Remain resilient and positive on your course through life. Always remember from where you come from and be proud of the legacy you leave behind. Cherish the time spent with friends, for they are the supporting actors who push us to excel and achieve in the leading role. Stay determined and never be without the words of Abraham Lincoln. Whatever you are, be a good one.
When we walk out of this stadium, it all comes down to enjoying whatever it is that each of us decides to pursue. Our scripts are going to be different, but hopefully each will have a happy ending. Nobody can say whether our generation will be overrun by robots, move to Mars, or just do the same thing in 75 years that our parents are doing today. But our class and our generation will change this world in one way or another, and we will leave our mark. The author and physician, Martin H. Fisher, once said, "Life is a ticket to the greatest show on earth. And although it's a little more pricey than the Regal, we beg you to get your money's worth."
We are honored to have been your officers these past 4 years. Thank you for making them memorable. Good luck and God bless.
Time. It always comes, it always goes. It is the past and the future. During this time, this very moment of transition, what crosses our minds? The memories of the past mix with future aspirations. But wait, of all the advice we have received, especially tonight, I ask us all to remember just one more idea. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. What lies within you? Courage, hope, and vision of tomorrow. Where does this vision come from? In this day and age, technology, of course. As actor Jeremy Irons would put it, we all have our time machines. Some take us back, they're called memories. Some take us forward, they're called dreams. Using these machines, we have made decisions for the future. Some of us are going to college, some of us are starting work, but each and every one of us has this vision. Such vision has the power to take us to great heights, if and only if we have the courage to work towards and keep faith in our visions. while making visions reality, do not forget to enjoy the journey as a new stage in our life begins. Congratulations, class of 2011. We made it.
Can I have Greg Becker and Eric Speller come up here?
It's gonna go.